It's training camp season. Today we're looking at the Dallas Cowboys, and we're getting a good look at Joe Milton. We're going to watch him throw those bombs all over the place, but before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're looking at your players every day. We're looking at your rookies, those position battles, those guys you're getting ready to draft in fantasy football. It's all right here. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're looking at Joe Milton today. I got almost 8 minutes of clips and pretty much most of his training camp right here. Here we go. Let's let it rip. And there's no surprise here. He's got an arm. He's got a cannon. We're in year 2. And we're going to watch some of these throws. And it's going to get you very excited. I'm excited for what he's going to bring in preseason. He had a thumb issue or finger issue earlier. Looks like that's looking good. Looks like he's back. There he goes. Being able to take off with it. That's huge. That's huge. Seems like a fun guy. Seems like a fun guy that brings some electricity. There's some clips of him doing backflips and stuff. Joe Milton, though. Doing the jig or whatever that is. Just some kind of Irish dance. Boom, getting it. Downfield. There's old George. He just lets it rip. He just lets it rip. Could have been a little bit more towards the sideline. Chilling pocket. Boom, gets it. Over the middle. This is a developmental prospect who has tremendous upside with that arm and mobility. Like, tremendous. Over the middle. There we go. He says he throws it 90 yards. He said it. And, like, no one disagrees. No one disagrees. He's the Paul Bunyan of quarterbacks. That's what Joe Milton is. He's the Paul Bunyan of quarterbacks. He could say he killed a moose with one of his balls, and we just look at him and nod. That's the thing about Joe Milton. Like, he could definitely... Like, he's got that type of arm. He threw one ball. I don't know if he even made it on here. I think it was some kind of side clip. And I swear, it looked like the John Elway commercial of throwing the Vortex football. And it was just a regular football and him just tossing it casually. Like, he's a tall tale. He's a tall tale. Here's a deep ball. We got picked. We got picked. He's got one of the strongest arms, if not the strongest arm ever in the NFL. There's probably somebody out there. There's probably some random quarterback. But, like, I watch a lot of training camp clips, guys. And it's not like it's unknown. It's his arm's something you don't see every day. Look at him go through the reads. He went through progressions. You'll see that. He's solid. He's solid. He's developing, too. He's developing. You can definitely tell. You can definitely tell, like, he's developing into the offense. You see him flow through those reads. I'll say this. He's better than Trey Lance. He's better than Trey Lance. Trey Lance shouldn't have got drafted in the first round. That's an FCS quarterback. Not much experience to his name, really. Had some good attributes. Just had he couldn't develop. He's developing. He's developing. Something happens to Dak. At least we're going to have some fun football. I'll definitely say that. That's not him. Definitely not. You can definitely tell the difference in the arm. That's not him. There he is. Now watch how it comes out. Maybe it's perfect to have him in there. Boom. Downfield. Downfield. Steps up. Just moonballing it. Moonballing. It's rockets. Look at him. We're going to go. We're going to go. We can run, too. We can run, too. Did you lose it? Get it out there. He zipped that. Woo! Woo! I think him and George Pickens are the perfect match. I think him and George Pickens. I think George Pickens would love Milton. I think George Pickens and Milton. Because Pickens covered. Milton doesn't care. He's going to put it up there on those 50-50 balls. It's going to get to him. No matter where he's at, he's throwing rockets. He does not care how close you are. He does not care. He slings it. I don't think he has a feel for the power, too. I kind of know that from baseball. Like, you just, like, compared to the other kids that aren't as developed as you just sling it a lot harder. And you're just wondering why everybody's complaining why you're throwing it so hard. Slinging it. Look, there's one. There it is. There it is. Vortex City. Vortex City, Joe Milton's the mayor. There it is. At least you're going to get fun football out of this guy. At least. But we've been watching him in these training camps, even last year with the Patriots. And he was getting hot. That a lot of people were questioning him or Drake May. There was a lot of people doing that. There was a lot. Slings it. There was a lot of people doing that. Getting it downfield. That's one of the reasons they got rid of Milton. Like you don't really just hand over quarterbacks like this. You don't really just do that. That's another reason. Like, hey, we can't have this with Drake May. Drake May's our guy. We can't have another guy here that's pushing, that's young. Let's just take this. Like, you don't really do that if you have a young quarterback on the rise. You don't really do that. You're not really that liquid. This is imagine him on the Browns right now. Imagine him on the Colts and what they're going through. Imagine that. He'd beat out Anthony Richardson. Like, honestly, you look at Anthony Richardson, he's got a stronger arm than him. He can take off. He's shown that a few times. He's developing rapidly. That's the difference between players. Like, you look at players as prospects and stuff in college, but also you got to count, like, will this guy get better? Like, will he develop? Will that happen? And you don't really know. Your best case scenario, especially if you're couch scouting like me, is try to gauge their personality in interviews and everything else and read all the articles and stuff about how they are as a person. Joe Milton just seems like the Paul Bunyan of quarterbacks here in the NFL. He just seems like that. Like, he's just one tall tale after another. And Joe Milton, not Mixon, it's going to be fun to watch when he comes out. I believe we're still in the developmental period, which it could get a little rocky at times. But you're also looking at a quarterback prospect here with elite traits and arm strength and good mobility. And he's developing. You can definitely tell with how fast he's processing through reads there on some of those plays. I think Milton's a big-time prospect to watch during preseason. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One, thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.